Chapter 1. Understanding Friendship. Author C.S. Lewis, The Chronicles of Narnia, once said, "Friendship is born at that moment when one person says to another, 'What? You too? I thought I was the only one.'" 1960. This idea has reflections even in antiquity, as Greek philosopher Plato also spoke on this unique relationship, stating, "Similarity begets friendship." 2013. I think we can all agree that similar interests are often an indicator of close friendships. But that's not always entirely true. How many of us had or still have friends that are complete opposites of ourselves? If we like romantic comedies, they would insist on science fiction. If we want chocolate, they would prefer vanilla. Our interests may not align, but we still consider them good friends. These relationships are so important to us, so intriguing that researchers throughout history have always wanted to know how they develop. Was there some hidden motive behind friendship? Were these relationships based on a tit-for-tat, or you scratch my back and I scratch yours approach? Or was there something more abstract to it all? To solve this puzzle, researchers looked at the animal kingdom for a clue. Animals were believed to have less manipulation in their behaviors or less ulterior motives, unlike human beings, and thought to be motivated simply by food or mates. Morier et al., 2012. In one study, a group of French scientists observed 133 blacktip reef sharks in an attempt to determine if they occupied the same space at the same time, and if they had similar groupings to humans. Morier et al., 2012. After monitoring their behavior for weeks, these scientists were surprised to note that many sharks indeed preferred the company of specific others, and even went out of their way to avoid the rest. These groupings could be considered parallel to human social circles. In another experiment, researchers asked participants to form a list of 10 of their closest friends, and to assign 100 points between them on a scale of closeness. Descioli and Kurzban, 2009. When one group of participants were told that their answers would be kept confidential, they rated their friends truthfully. However, when another group is told that their results would become public, those participants allocated their points equally among their friends. In the latter group, each friend received around 10 points, while in the former, some had gotten 20 while others had just 5. The study concluded that friendship heavily affects one's reputation. Humans want to maintain a good reputation among friends in order to stay connected. The meaning of friendship. While scientists continue to study the factors of friendship, we can run some general conclusions. Friendship is built on trust, intimacy, and esteem between two or more people. It suggests a sense of safety and confidentiality, and acts as a support system. What separates friendship from basic companions or acquaintances are 5 items. Number 1. Interaction. Friendship is regarded at its core as a dyadic relationship, occurring between two people, and is based on interactions between those people. Those interactions build history, familiarity, and expectations. Meeting those expectations builds trust. Styles of interaction have evolved over the years, but online interactions still develop the familiarity essential to friendship. Number 2. Reciprocated affection. Friendship is a give and take relationship where both partners are invested in the lives of each other. A unique bond is created through their mutual attraction and respect. Number 3. No legalities. Unlike other legal relationships, friendship isn't obligatory or legally binding. There is no contract to sign, but simply based on mutual consent. Thus, these bonds can become as strong or as weak as your level of investment. Number 4. Egalitarian in nature. Both individuals share the same power and voice as the other. Friendship is democratic. It is thus difficult to maintain friendship between individuals with different power levels, especially if they share a home or work environment. Number 5. Shared activities. Participating in a project or experience together builds companionship. Companionship is a primary foundation of any blooming friendship. It develops when people feel comfortable and valued in each other's company. These 5 features are what differentiate friendships from other common relationships. The presence of any, if not all of these features differentiates a friend from another peer group. What connects us? It may be shared interests, or it may be a sense of security. But what else can bring us together? A common feature of friendship and social circles is shared histories. This could mean shared experiences or familiar stories through race, geography, ethnicity, or religion. In this case, a similar background may develop similar understandings and perspectives of the world. Shared histories could also mean some similar experience two individuals have gone through, such as the separation or loss of a parent. It is much easier to talk to someone with the same experiences as you, especially on a difficult or unfamiliar subject. Two individuals could also share common values. Common values create friendships with less strain, while differing views have an extra stress factor. However, again, differences don't mean the relationship won't work, and in many ways, differences can actually create a valuable learning experience. That shared experience then further strengthens a bond. Importantly, friendships also tend to develop along lines of equality. There must be equality between both partners for a friendship to succeed in the long term. If one individual feels that they give without receiving the same compassion and care in return, they may feel slighted or taken for granted. Both partners need support and encouragement to create value in the relationship. Thus, both partners need to put in equal effort. The qualities of a good friend. The general qualities of a good friend are familiar to us. They share unique interests and skills. They have a unique personality that blends with ours. We always feel comfortable in their company. But unfortunately, there isn't an exact formula to determine who your friends will be. We connect with who we communicate with. It can be a neighbor, a classmate, or another family with a similar commute. You could meet in the grocery store or at the playground. Introductions have no set format. If children are younger, their interactions are more natural, with less learned social anxiety to hold them back. They sit with, learn with, and play with others in an unseeming pattern. Eventually, familiarity forms and bonds are created. For other children, interactions are based on shared experiences and common interests. They may have a project together in art class or play the same instrument in the school band. Teenagers are much more complex. At this age, new social dynamics emerge. Social pressures offer new expectations, and puberty sends emotions into overdrive. In this overwhelming stage, friends are very important to help navigate these new feelings. They are formed through common experiences, but grasped quickly and held onto tightly. In this way, it can be difficult for a student in a new school to make friends, as friendships and cliques have been pre-established. But once a real connection is made, it can mean the world to that new student. In all, the following traits are considered the most admired qualities of a good friend. Number 1, trustworthiness. Trust is what keeps a relationship bound. When a friend is trustworthy, it means that you can be your true self with them, acting without pretense. You can rely on them to share private experiences, acknowledge feelings, and keep a secret without judgment. True and trustworthy friends offer us a safe space. Number 2, kindness. A kind friend is considerate and compassionate. They stand with you, comfort you, and help you without expecting anything in return. They are genuinely interested in your life and want you to have the best. Number 3, honesty. An honest friend doesn't offer fake appreciation. They are straightforward when they need to be, and will tell you when they are confused or disappointed by a choice you make. But they will also gladly tell you when they love and respect your choices. They are invested in your well-being. Number 4, unconditional support. A genuine friend will support you in a mistake and help you grow from it. Their support may come in different forms, such as emotional support when we feel low or insecure, or practical support when we need to handle a problem. They will always have your back. Number 5. Acceptance. We all carry flaws and imperfections. A true friend will accept those of us without trying to mold us into someone else. Without envy or condescension, an accepting friend will let you exist as you are. Number 6. Emotional availability. We should all be able to feel wanted, heard, and seen. An available friend knows how to pull us out of our miseries and look at the bright side. They pop over when we feel lonely and don't leave until they've boosted our mood. Always just a call or text away. Number 7. Comfort. A friend should make us feel safe, protected, and covered. When we are close friends with someone, there is no reluctance when it comes to asking for favors. With a close friend, it doesn't feel like putting your partner in a bad position. We trust that they really need the favor, and they trust us to take care of it. Every bond strengthens when ideas are heard and accepted. Number 8. Forgiveness. A forgiving friend will not press you if you fall short in your responsibilities. They don't hold grudges, they listen to reason, and they are willing to sort things out. They trust you to learn and give you space to grow.